So I am just up from the iconic Falmouth sign along the North Coast Highway. This is the foreshore main road that leads in and out of Falmouth. Now, early this morning, this police service vehicle across the road from me was traveling from Falmouth. You understand, it had 5 officers in it, and they were heading out of Falmouth when along this roadway they came up on this water here, picked up a skid in the water here, and ran off the road, broke this utility pole, and ended up on its side right here in the swamp along the foreshore main road. What we're learning is that none of the officers were seriously injured, but they were taken to the Falmouth hospital where they're being checked out just the same. So it happened earlier today. They were heading out of Falmouth, we understand, along the foreshore main road, picked up a skid from the water, you can see, ended up in the swampy area. Now, as we speak, the accident and reconstruction unit from Area 1, that unit is here. The officers are doing their due diligence. They're taking the measurements and investigating the accident while the wrecker is awaiting his turn to remove the service vehicle, which is no more. So the Trelawney Division, as of today, is a short on 1 service vehicle. This one following an accident this morning along the foreshore main road here. 5 officers, we understand, were in this vehicle. None of them seriously injured, but they picked up a skid after hitting the water along the road here, got out of control, went across, broke this utility pole right here, and ended up on its side. We are now awaiting this wrecker to remove this vehicle as this police officer here continues his work. So just as you can see here, this water is always along this roadway. If you know this area is pretty soft. As you can see, look at the ground here on the other side of the road. Sandy soil, and it's usually soft and filled with water here along this road. Hardly you ever come across here and there's no water along this way. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's green below the surface of the water. It's green, slimy, sludgy stuff. So you're driving here and pick up a skid, you're bound to be in some amount of trouble, as what happened to the driver of this police service vehicle this morning. 5 of them inside the vehicle, heading out of Falmouth, picked up a skid right here in all this mud and muck along the roadside, ran off the road into the bushes here, broke this utility pole, and ended up on its side. No serious injuries, we've been told, but the officers were taken to the Falmouth hospital to be checked out anyway.
That 360 running and go about business.